Today I'm reviewing the Canon PowerShot SX730 HS point-and-shoot camera. On the outside, the Canon SX730 looks like almost any other point-and-shoot zoom camera on the market. However, it does for some reason have a premium feel to it. Most of the parts seem to be made of metal, and it has a nice, balanced, weighted feel to it. Almost no part of it feels cheap or flimsy. The 730 is also currently available in two colors, black and silver. I'll leave links to both versions below. It has a 40x zoom lens on the front, and I'll show you how that zoom performs in a minute. The lens covers a 1/2-inch sensor, which is somewhat standard equipment for zoom cameras in this price range. The top has its stereo microphone and a couple of buttons on it. It also has a mode dial, which pretty much has all the settings most Canon DSLRs have, and this is really useful for quickly changing camera modes. My favorite though is the positioning of the video record button, which I feel couldn't have been placed any better. The pop-up flash is also embedded into the top surface and is activated through this button on the side. As with almost every other camera, it has a standard set of buttons on the rear face next to its 3-inch display. The screen doesn't pull outwards like other cameras, but it can be adjusted to several angles and can be flipped up for selfies and, more importantly, vlogging. More about the vlog video quality in a minute. The menus and options on the 730 are neatly and intuitively laid out and easy to find, despite not having a touchscreen. I especially like the quick access menu on the main display, which allows you to make quick changes to settings. The camera is powered by this NB13 battery, which lives in this compartment on the bottom with the SD card, and luckily Canon provides a battery wall charger with the camera. Most Nikon or Sony cameras at this price come with just a micro USB cable to charge the battery. I really prefer this method of charging batteries. This way you can pop the batteries out and switch them out with a spare and then charge the depleted one. The SX730 does also come with a micro USB port to connect it to a computer and a micro HDMI connector to connect it to a monitor or TV, and as with most cameras, you can mount it to a tripod. However, very irritatingly, the tripod mount is so close to the battery door that you'll need to take the tripod plate off to remove the battery and SD card. This shouldn't really be a huge issue since most people are going to be using this camera handheld. When it comes to taking photos, the Canon takes pictures as large as 20 megapixels and stores them in the JPEG format. The pictures are actually very impressive, as you can see in these shots. The colors were very pleasing, the images were well exposed, and everything was nice and sharp. What I really like is that it has that nice, pleasing aesthetic that you see with most Canon cameras. And rather surprisingly for a Canon, I never saw it struggle to focus at any point, no matter how complex the shot was or how zoomed in I was. And the low light shots were also pretty impressive, even with the flash turned off. When it comes to video, the little Canon shoots full HD 1080p at 30 FPS for regular video. It also impressively shoots 1080p video at 60 FPS, which can then be slowed down for super smooth slow motion shots. Now, unlike its competitors like the Nikon A900, the Canon doesn't shoot 4K video. Despite this, the full HD video from the Canon is actually very impressive, as you can see here. And the zoom on this camera is also very helpful for video. In this shot, I tracked a squirrel, which was at quite a distance from me, and the built-in image stabilization helped me track it smoothly even when zoomed in. And now I'm going to zoom out so you can see how far away from the squirrel I actually was. So the video you're seeing right now is from the Canon SX730 in the vlog style format. I have the screen flipped up and I've set the camera to the 1080p at 60 FPS mode, which will shoot really smooth video for vlog style shooting, and the audio you're hearing right now is being recorded directly into the Canon, and this is really important since this camera doesn't have the ability to add an external microphone. So this is actually a pretty good vlogging camera. I like how light it is, so it's easy to use handheld, and I also like the way the screen flips and how bright the screen is to set up your shot. So should you buy the Canon PowerShot SX730? Well, when I went into this review, I was kind of disappointed that it didn't shoot 4K video, while its competitors like the Nikon A900, which I recently reviewed, did. However, the little Canon makes up for all that with its stellar build quality, easy to use design, excellent zoom range, and most importantly, its amazing photo and video quality. And to top it all, it also works great as as a vlogging camera. So if you're looking for a compact zoom point and shoot that takes better pictures than your smartphone, I definitely recommend the Canon SX730. It's a very well-rounded, well-built device. I'll leave a link to the camera below in case you're looking to buy one. If you own one of these, tell me about your experience in the comments below. Hope this video was useful. If it was, please hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews, unboxings, and how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.